All right, hello and good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. Today's Thursday, so it is Thursday. It is Thursday. November. Alexa, what's today's date?
Today is Thursday, November 21st.
November 21st. And here's what we got. We're going to start this painting here in a few moments. Just going to get this fully set up right now. And I hope you're all having a fantastic week. I've been having a busy week. It's been very exciting. Very exciting week. I have an opportunity to work on this fantastic movie that I can probably announce once it's released. But for now, it's got to stay a secret. But while this is getting set up, hope you're all doing great. So I've been doing a lot of drawing lately, a lot more drawing as opposed to painting. So I've been spending the time to do that and just getting ideas. And what we're going to do now is paint one of the sketches that I came up with. It's an abstract piece. Alexa, set alarm for 1:50.
Alarm set for 1:50 p.m.
Let's see, this is going to be our reference. Let's see if we can just pop it right there. Is that going to work? Nope. There's a little gap right here that I should be able to stick it in. How do this? There we go. I think that'll hold up there. Yo, Michael Wilbur, let's paint. Let's do it. Michael Wilbur, you painting? LDW, what's up, LDW? Got what's that, an AI dog? AI generated dog? As your profile photo, I like it. Very creative. So here we go. Getting started. We're gonna start painting in just a moment here, but I gotta get pick my brushes. We're gonna go with we're gonna go with this round brush here. Actually, you know what? Go with a bigger brush. I'm gonna use this for a sketching brush. Gonna use this rough brush, this other round brush, and actually this brush might work too. Let's see, and then let's do a nice big, large, expressive brush that would work. It's a good brush that'll give us some nice expressive ideas. How about we'll go with this one. All right. So we got Isaac West, Wilbur. Put a paintbrush behind it, it will stay better. That's a good idea. That is a really good idea, but honestly, I don't know. Did I gesso the canvas, Isaac West? Did I gesso the canvas? So these canvases come pre-gessoed. I don't have. I don't do I don't do my own gesso. I don't do my own gesso. I have I do just. Can you see a finished piece? Yeah, sure. Can you see a finished piece from Walmart? What do you mean? So this is a series I did last week. This is from a series I did last week. It's a little big. As you can tell, it's much bigger than what we're working with because it won't even fit on the camera. So this is from last week. It's double the size of this one, more than double. But honestly, I can't show too many paintings right now because this session that I had last week was paintings from last week were really big and they're still drying, so I don't want to move them around right now. But let me see. Let me get some colors down. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time moving them around right now just because I don't want to have to maneuver all of them with wet paint and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oil. Yeah, I love how you were able to deduce what I was using simply by knowing that it takes forever to dry. But, any other day, also these are big pieces, so I wasn't necessarily able to, these are bigger pieces, so I wasn't necessarily able to, to just find a nice little corner to tuck them away at. I had to stick them with all my other paintings, and I didn't organize them yet, so they're just really in a right next to each other, on top of each other. So unfortunately, I cannot show it right now, but I guess one day I will do a show and tell. But you can actually go through my previous videos and you can see everything that I did. I live streamed pretty much all of them. If you're curious, if you're really interested, you do that. But hopefully some of this paint isn't dry. We're just gonna get started. I'm gonna do a very loose. Oh my gosh, a lot of this paint is already dry, but whatever. Let's work with it. Let's see. We're gonna start with this funky green on the outside. Let's go right here. How do we go? Right over here. That's a good one. Huh. Break this brush up a little bit. There we go. Gotta loosen up the fibers on this brush. And this one, I'm just gonna mess around with just getting a bit more expressive rather than focused on any sort of specific realism. I'm gonna go big with these colors here. There was a lot of black, so I need some black. Let's see, we got SIA, easier to block in the large areas on a canvas. Easier to block in large areas on a canvas, in what way? I didn't quite get the context of what you're trying to say. Catalytic and oil dry within 15 to 30 minutes. A 4-inch brush. A 4-inch brush. A catalytic in oil paint. No, I can't say I ever used a catalytic. What is a catalytic? What would you use a catalytic for? I use a variety of stuff, mineral spirits, oils, various thinners and agents and whatever gels. Have you heard of the use of a catalytic before? But I'm sure it's a thing. There's a lot of great. There's so many great things you could use to work with oil paints in a more specific way. Let's grab this black here. Using some black. We're gonna go. This one's gonna go right in the center here. Let's put them a little off center, actually. Ah, catalytic to dry faster. Yeah, try not to use too much. I try not to use too many things. I use mineral spirits as far as like all things. I use mineral spirits. I have oil, and I use a solvent-free gel, which basically acts as a paint thinner, if you will. But it acts as a paint thinner. Let's see, if I remember correctly, I need some white. This is going to be a pretty loose painting because I'll use acrylic. Yeah, so you are totally used to. I've actually never used acrylic. I don't really like the idea of something drying so fast. It's helpful for some type of paintings, but I've gotten so used to the fact that like I can come back to this later and suddenly start to like and rework it later. I'm so used to that fact. I don't know if I can get used to acrylic. I might one day. I'm not opposed to using acrylic. If there was a sponsoring company that was like, hey dude, we'll give you a ton of acrylic paint if you want to use it, I would do it. But if I'm gonna invest money into paints, I would definitely spend it on oil paints. So here we go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with this right here. Let's just draw out some shapes. Experimenting here with some different ideas. When you done, you spray. Oh yeah, so yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't like the I have a what do you call it? There's actually a name for what you're talking about. I forget the name. The thing that you spray over over things. The what the heck is it called that you use to spray over things? I don't use it all the time. That's why I don't know the name of it. I just bought it, but I never use it because I like basically the reason why I don't use it is I love to make my paintings have this like matted finish that you get with oils. Just like this very beautiful matted finish. And let's see, we've got enough black. Maybe some gray. Let's bring in some gray here. And we're gonna go. You would also use oil, but you're not famous. Yes. You know what I find so funny about art is like art is the one place where you can really spend a lot of time recognizing your self-limiting beliefs. And maybe you're just joking. Maybe you're just joking when you're saying you don't use oil because you're not famous, which I'm sure you're just joking. But I think it's such an interesting thing that art is one of those things that you can really tell what your limiting beliefs are, right? Like, say, oh, I can't paint or be an artist because I haven't done X, Y, Z. I can't do something because I didn't go to art school. I didn't whatever because someone told me that because my middle school teacher made fun of my painting in middle school, so therefore I'll never do artwork again. I'll never draw again. And I find that such an interesting concept because in art, like you realize that. But this is I totally get that you're joking, and this is a good segue though. This is a good segue into this whole like idea, right? Like, don't you agree that when you start talking about these things, when you recognize like what your limitations are and everything, you can really recognize it in painting. It's great. So anyway, little segue there. And let's see how we're gonna do this guy. We're gonna do this guy coming around here. Let's grab some yellow, some of this. Let's grab some of this green. Bring in some of this yellow here. Mix this color up. I'm gonna go. Well, you use acrylic and you paint in public. Painting is your passion. Awesome, dude. Michael, do you want to share your Instagram so that I may share it with this channel, on this channel? So my channel is totally open to people and artists talking about their work. And do I sell my paintings? Yes, I have one painting in a gallery right now that is for sale. I mean, all my paintings are for sale, but there's only one painting right now that's actually being hung up at a gallery that is for sale. If you live in the Los Angeles area, it's available. But other than that, I keep all my artwork for sale on Peggy. That's the other thing about oil paint is gotta get used to the smells. So we're going for a very loose painting on this one. We'll just see. It's good to get back into the groove of everything. One painting a day. Old school, you only use YouTube. You'll paint at least one painting per day. Amazing. That's the way to do it, right? That's how you get massive amounts of output with amazing quality, and from that output, you know, you will have some quality. Dude, I believe you have a gallery. I would totally believe it. I would totally believe it. You have not given me any reason to not believe you. So you're old school and you only use YouTube. I love how YouTube is considered old school now when you say you only use YouTube. Because YouTube is definitely not old school. YouTube is like, what, from 2006? That's not that old. If you think that's old, I don't know what to say. That is like... All right.
I left you want coffee?
Yeah. Thank you. Brian Keith, are you alerting me to yourself, or are you alerting me to Michael Wilbur? Mikey, yeah. You know, that's the beauty of the internet, though, is you get to have these experiences of like, oh, hey, here's a heckler, here's a troll. Like, what do? You know, the easiest thing is just to like kick them out of the room. But honestly, I think trolls are a very, very interesting group of people. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes, you know, they make for amusing situations. And you know what? Trolls need love too, right? Trolls need love as well. Can you imagine if there was no trolls in this world? Like, if the internet didn't exist, like, what would trolls do? They would be taking their anger out on something, or maybe they might be professional comedians, but instead, you know, they found this avenue on the internet to express themselves. I think trolling is an art in itself when done properly. Or done well, right? And you know what? There's no, like, you can't really put a rule book for trolling, but I think there is an art to trolling that, when done well, can add to society, but when done poorly, it's just a waste of time. Yo, Umizu, yes, been totally busy this past week. I was working on a movie set, and I've been doing lots of drawing. Past 2 weeks, actually. So I got the sketch up here that we're working from. Can't really see it because it's like tilted, but you get the idea. You get the idea once we get going. So let me grab some of this color, and we're gonna go.
Good news, Emmett.
What?
It's cold out there.
It's not? How cold is it gonna be?
Well, 48.
Ah. What color that person's hair was. Let's go with some blue. Bring in some of this blue here. And we're gonna go just around like so. Actually, you know what? That blue doesn't contrast enough, so we're gonna go Dude, Michael Wilbur, that's a really great idea, actually. Just get contacting the puzzle companies. For whatever reason, I didn't think about that. I did. I usually just sell my paintings as like prints on what's it called? What's that? On Redbubble. But that's a good idea to send it to these companies directly. Omizu, the sketch is of something. Yes, loosely. Very loosely. I say loosely because, I try not to do things that are too revealing of what happened because, you're under NDAs and things. So this is a loose interpretation of something that I had seen. A very loose interpretation of something that I had seen. All the puzzles keep the painting. Christmas cards. Yeah, so I do Christmas cards on Redbubble, but I don't do usually do specific holiday paintings. I did a couple for Christmas when I was working with digital art, but I didn't really like digital art. I jumped back into it just to do it, but I don't usually stick with it for very long. Digital art's not for me. I'm not a big fan. So let's grab this ochre here. I'm gonna go into this ear. And we need a pale color. Let me grab like some more ochre here. Brian Keith, you work differently, but watching me paint is motivational for you. You really like my style. Hey, thanks so much. Even this what I'm doing right now is really new to me too. By the way, you can look through my past videos and you can see that I've never done a painting like this, but I just felt like I had to today. It's really an exploration of my own unique interpretation of events. And it's one of those things, this is a freestyle painting. This is not meant for realism or it's not meant to be realism, of course. Will I be showing? Oh yeah. So will my style be abstract? You know what? This is like somewhere. This is loose realism, expressionist. You call it whatever. But if I would put this in a exhibition, but this is not at my current exhibition. The current gallery that I have a painting with, this is totally. There's only one painting there of mine, so this would not be there. But. Oh, here we go. We need a lot of white. This will not be at that gallery. Maybe one day in the future. This is more of a future project that'll probably show up in the future. But the challenging part with these types of paintings, if you do like a really abstract loose painterly style. I think the real challenge, as far as galleries go, is finding the gallery that will understand your work at the same time. You know, I think you have to reach us. I don't think you have to. I don't think on an artist basis you have to reach a certain level to be able to do paintings like this. But in order for a gallery to really want to show your work, you have to I think you have to have a body of work in order for them to be like, oh, okay, you know, this is the stuff that this person does. I get it. Let's do a show. But on an individual basis, I don't think any artist should ever feel like they have to be known in order to do anything like this. But as far as the gallery world is concerned, they probably, you know, I'm sure they have their own, oh, well, this artist, whatever, like, you know, whatever limitations that the galleries place, I don't think they should be reflective of what the artist can do or achieve. If that makes sense. I'm sure it does make sense. Anyway, let's get back to this. Thanks for stopping by, Omizu. Great to be able to chat with you. Great to be able to chat. What's been going on with you? I haven't had as much time to spend keeping up to date with people's days lately. But let's see. Probably had a dark jacket on, so I'm gonna go with the blue here. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go boom, 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 boom. Let's grab some of this green. I'm gonna curve out this back here. The jury show you submitted to didn't select your works even. Oh man, hey, well, yikes. Which one did you submit? Did you post it yet? The painting is not finished until you put a dress on it, the frame. Right on, Michael, with all the wisdom. All the wisdom of Michael Wilbur. Very nice. And let's fill in the face colors here. I'm gonna clean off this brush. This brush has gotten some good use. I'm getting ready for the next steps here. So I need to wipe off this oil that has coagulated onto my brush. Oh man, well, you know what? Hope you... What was the name of the exhibition? Michael Wilbur is the second most photographed thing. So Brian Keith is a woodworker. Amazing. Wonderful community, little community of artists that's coming together. I'm being surrounded by kittens. If they were hungry, they would probably eat me. Alright, so let's see. I need a good skin flesh tone. So I need like a light ochre. Light ochre with a little bit of hint of yellow. Go away, kitty. And then we'll get this other flesh tone right around here. You know, maybe I don't even need a flesh tone. Maybe I could just go in with alternative colors here. Let's go in with some more of this orange yellow here. Let's just see where this takes us, where this leads us. That's very ambitious, dude, like Omizu. Michael Wilbur, you got a lot of tourists buying your artwork. Dude, Michael, amazing, man. Michael wants a kitten. There we go. What's up, Michael? Yeah. So I live in Los Angeles. And you know what? It's one of those places where I am continuing to work and, you know, build up enough so that I can have a full studio, which, you know, I don't mind painting. I don't mind painting necessarily in my dining room, which I don't even, how do you even know it's my dining room? That's funny. How can you tell this is my dining room and not my, not just a random corner of my house? But, you know, it's fun to do at the beginning, but I definitely think at some point I need to expand beyond my dining room. And, you know, at least my girl, my lady, Kathleen, will be much happier if I finally start to not work in the dining room. So there's that. But for now, this is the choice. This is our option. Yes, Kathleen would probably love it if I did not work in this dining room.
Hey, did you see my Skechers?
I've not seen your Skechers, no. Let's grab some of this color.
What's that called? 330?
Yeah. So let's see. Hey, Omizu, are you going to submit again next year? Everybody paints with eyes. Seems like the table next to you is a dining table. Yeah, well, it definitely is. This apartment right here is... I'm definitely painting on a dining table. Good eye. Very observant. And let's go, here we go. We'll go with another white table right here.
Pour your coffee?
Yeah, sure. That'd be great. Thank you.
Dishes came to get washed.
Yes. An active day. Happy Wednesday. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's an apartment. Send me a painting. You are right. Michael Wilbur is always right. Michael Wilbur is right about everything. Everything Michael Wilbur says is right, everybody. This is how I guess ideas are manifested. Is people go online, they tell you, they say things, and then you know what? People realize their strengths. Like I'm recognizing that Michael Wilbur is always right. When you say it, it becomes true. Can y'all see this kitty right here? Where'd it go? There's a kitty right there. All right. Well, it's disappearing. It doesn't want to be on camera, so tough luck, everybody. Maybe next time. And you know, I got some of this blue I want to mix in with this white, and I'm gonna go into the background here and just paint this color into the background. It's a super loose painting here. Are you still going to the gym?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just to warn you, I tried to pour a little bit of half and half in, and then I stopped, and I was like, holy shit. So then I poured oat milk in.
So why can't you just give me another one with oat milk in it?
Because there's nothing left.
What do you mean? So just give me a black coffee.
I'm going to make another one?
Yeah, I'll just take a black. Today's the last day I want to risk my lactose intolerance kicking in. You know what I mean, Kat?
Yes, I know. Sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry. I'm just saying that's why I'd rather.
I'm sorry I have to make a whole nother one.
Yes. Thank you. All right, fine. Big mistake. Step back. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about this painting live stream that I really love is that when I live stream, I can constantly look back. So if you see me like turning back and joining in on a conversation, it's because I'm trying to look at my painting from not only a different angle because it's reversed. You guys see the reverse of all of my paintings, but so it's like instantly I can just like look here and then look here. I get a reverse view of it. Look here and I get a reverse view of it, and I actually wonder how that affects my my paintings. But how long have I been? Let's see. See progress. They get upset. They quit. Started a digital piece called based on the recent sale of a Maurizio Catalan's comedian. All right. I'm not familiar with that painting, but I will definitely look it up after this if I remember, which hopefully I will. And then Michael Wilbur says, how long have I been painting in life? So I have been painting in life since I was a child. But I will say there was a very long hiatus. And I picked up painting seriously a little over a year ago. So I actually started about going on 5 years ago doing digital art. I went to a digital art school to study concept art. But I really didn't like it. I didn't like concept art, or I didn't like digital art. As far as, it's not that I don't like digital art. I didn't like doing digital art, creating digital art. And, you know, I was going to school, doing all the live drawings and stuff, the live events, doing all the studies and the physical drawing and whatever. And I was doing that, and then eventually I decided to get into painting. So I got into painting seriously a little over, has it been 2 years now? I feel like it, no, it's almost going on 18 months as far as physical oil painting goes. So, yeah, fairly new. You can find some of my very earliest paintings in my live streams. It's the banana duct tape to the wall. Sold the other day through. What? You said Sotheby's. So that banana sold for 6.24 million. I thought it originally was bought for like 60,000. You got 5 cents a painting. Wow, very nice. You are a fantastic artist, dude. I'm sure you are very talented. Again, anyone who wants to, you know, if you're here, you're an artist or whatever you call yourself, however you identify, I'm totally open to sharing other people's Instagrams here. So if you want to talk about what you do or whatever, feel free to jump into this live stream. You're like, hey, can you pull up my Instagram and show everybody? And I will say yes. I will say yes to that.
Where's the hair tie, kitten?
Huh?
Kitten had the hair tie.
Yeah. They're finding them laying around somehow. What?
I don't know where they find them. Dude.
Used to dream of buying a building, opening a studio gallery for people with emotional problems and disorders like vets and kids that don't cope well. So I want to call it Odd Artists with Emotional Disorders. So AAED. AAED. Oh, okay. Amazing vision, Brian. You still can do that. No dream ever ends. Dreams last forever. So we're actually gonna paint a couple people into this section right here. Let's give them black outfits. We're gonna go black outfits here. Brian Keith, too old now. Man. Well, Brian, I don't know if you're open to ideas. I hope you're open to ideas. If you're not, definitely, you can ignore this next thing. But I'm like, so if you wanted to open that school and you feel too old, why not start like a YouTube channel that helps to inspire those people? So, you might not necessarily have the studio or school right away, but at least you can, share inspirational content or ideas, start a podcast that helps people tell their stories. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of veterans out there that are artists that would love to talk about how art changed their life. I'm sure there are tons. You're an idea man, you're an idea man, you're an idea man. Right on, dude. I'm an idea man. That's why I think art works so well for me. Is, I have so many ideas, but I have to find like a a medium that I can execute on many, 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 many ideas. You know, whereas like if you're an idea person and you're in business, it doesn't always work because, you know, you got an idea for one business and another business and another business and another business. And then you got this great idea for an app. And unless you're really talented or have a lot of money, lots and lots of money, not just like, you know, enough money to sustain yourself as an artist and to be able to afford all your supplies, but like enough money and resources to like get these. And it's not always just money. Sometimes it's people, right? But you know, being an idea person, man or woman, in business or in like technology, it's different. You only need a couple good ideas, but I think as an artist, it's great for ideas people because you know what, there is no limit to the ability to execute on your ideas. All right, Wilbur gets paid $500 an hour. Amazing. Wilbur, I do take donations on this channel. So, Wilbur, if you donate $2,500, I will put your name on this painting. If you donate $2,500 to this channel, your name will go somewhere on this painting in not quite big letters, but you know, small letters. It looks nothing like the drawing, by the way. Why do you want to? Try to keep a youthful outlook on life. That's fantastic, dude. All right, now here we go. We're gonna go. Let's go with a dark color on this outfit right here. Go down right. Oh wait, she was holding something. I need like an arm here. You get up. Why would you want to put your name? You get up most mornings and watch the sunrise, see the shadows changing on trees. That's beautiful. Better idea. Send you painting action off online and keep the money. Yeah. Hey, if you want to send me a painting, that's cool. I'll take it. I will take one of your paintings, Michael. First, you have to show me what your paintings even look like. You recently told us streaming horizontally hurts your channel, so you tried vertical streaming. It's been like night and day. YouTube, yeah. Dude, Omiza, you're streaming now? Good to hear, dude. Great to hear. I look forward to jumping in on one of your live streams. I haven't even gotten a notification that you've been live streaming.
So you, what time do you plan to get ready?
Like two something. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get ready at the same time.
Okay.
We may have to shower.
Okay.
I'm going to the gym.
Okay.
Okay, just to let you know.
Thank you.
I'll call
Thanks
you.
for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. We're gonna go with a dark red here. Let me grab a nice dark red. I'm gonna bring this dark red right into here.
Should I pour you coffee?
Yes, please.
Yeah, if I go to the gym, I'm gonna have to get ready at 2. I don't have time to go to the gym.
So you recently told. Yes, these paintings in the back. This is my self-portrait, and then one of my sunflower paintings, my early sunflower paintings. I'm thinking of painting over it at some point. I'm gonna paint over it when I find a day when I'm like, hey, I would love to paint over this right now. Now's the perfect time because I don't have any other ideas that I want to do. And here we go. We're gonna finally paint in this dude right here. All right, we'll paint some eyes in later. But for now, let's change this color. Let's change this color up to yellow, and we're gonna have a hand right here. And we're gonna go with black around this fella right here. It's a real quick paint session. Almost done. Getting a bit more contrast between the colors of these clothes here. All right, Brian. Hey, nice chatting with you, Brian. Look forward to seeing you next time or whenever. Let me see. Loving the cast of characters. Yes, quite an interesting cast. Yes, this is a very interesting movie. When it releases, I will tell you about it. It probably won't be released until next year. But it's a very, very, I gotta say, it is a very, very exciting film. Very exciting. It's offensive. It's potentially offensive. I'll give you a hint that it's offensive. So if you can think of any, whoever makes offensive movies, you might be able to figure out who it is. But I'm not going to say if you're right or wrong. But it is a very It's gonna be it's gonna be a hit. I should say that. It's gonna be a hit of a movie. It's gonna be a hit movie. Yes, that's right. Yes, it's a massive production. It's a massive production. You know, actually, no, scratch that. It's not massive, but it's big. It's a big production. Yes, it's quite a large one. And you know what? After I get this this layer down right here, I'm gonna say that we're pretty much done for the day. I hadn't painted in a while, so I felt like I just needed to get this idea out into the world. I had to get this idea out into the world because I hadn't painted in a couple days. Just felt like I had to. But we're like maybe a half hour away, 20 minutes away from being done, maybe less. See how it goes. Once we get in this final touch of color, I'm gonna spend some time to throw in some details, and then eventually we will find a way to make this work. And you know what? I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Like, do I like that this is somewhat blurry, and these characters and these figures are, you can't really tell what they are, or do I want to define some of the spaces a little better and go for something different? You know what? I think I should just go with a smaller brush. All right, putting that brush away. I'm gonna put our big brush away. All right, not gonna need this. All right, we're gonna need to buy a new set of brushes after this week. But I think what I need to do is I need to buy more hog hair brushes because my painting style doesn't really lend itself to very fine, delicate brushwork. And when I buy the really expensive, like fine brushes, I tend to ruin them really quickly, sadly. 1960s. What do I want for this painting? Let's call it, if you want to buy this painting, let's say with the frame, 1500, but without a frame, let's say, you can have it for 1100. So I'm gonna start just going in with some detail here.
It's 1:20 p.m.
And let's get in some more detail. Actually, we're gonna use some dark navy blue to add some other texture and detail here.
I'm just gonna go out to the park to work out.
You're going to the park to work out?
Yeah, I don't have time to go to the gym. It's 1:20. I'm gonna leave and just
Let's create a line around this. And then we're gonna add some Van Gogh S lines. So let's just bring these down right here. Here's a question for the people that are watching this who are artists. If you knew that all of your paintings would be sold after you die, would you still paint them? If you somehow knew that. And I find that's an interesting question because we all know that Van Gogh lived without that knowledge. But there must have been a part of him that was like, these paintings are so darn good that someone's definitely going to buy these after I'm dead and gone.
He's hoping to sell them in his lifetime, so he doesn't.
I think he did, but I think I think Van Gogh was definitely a visionary in a sense that, he was such a talented artist that he could see how important and how great his work was. But what he didn't understand was why people wouldn't buy it from him. So, knowing that, having that strong of a personal vision, I think is it's that strong of a powerful vision. Okay. See, I got this green. Let's go. Michael Wilbur. Michael Wilbur, you have so much to share. It's wonderful. Got so much to share. I guess estate sales are the best places to just buy paintings, to scalp a painting. Especially, if you're a serious collector and, you think you could find a good deal. That's awesome that you can do that.
Don't forget about your coffee.
All right, thanks, babe. I shall get that coffee in a little bit. Let's grab our blacks here and redefine some of these areas around the heads. What's this guy? Oh yeah, this guy. Let's give him some red lips. And then this woman needs some eyes. Lots of books. Oh my goodness, book. So fortunately I live in Los Angeles, and there's a lot of great used bookstores, and I get tons of wonderful, wonderful books from these used bookstores. There's this really famous one called the Iliad, and actually, there's actually quite a few famous people that go to the Iliad. I've met them before. I've met famous people at the Iliad. It's a used bookstore in Los Angeles. Amazing place. Definitely a place to visit if you're in the area. Obviously used books. So, you know, if you don't like used things, which obviously you do, but if you don't like used things, don't go there. But if you like the idea of finding an amazing used book, definitely check it out. Totally worth the trip. Let's go like this. So go. Boom. Color, I got black here. And go with our blue, just go up with it. Up with this blue. Grab some green here. Van Hoch, Sergeant Mary. Oh, it's starting to feel like this painting is coming alive. Let's give a little bit of white to these eyes right here. A bit of white. So Michael Wilbur is my style after an artist I know. So this style is actually after a bunch of artists. The most recent artist that I was looking at was Edvard Munch. So Edvard Munch, the guy who made the screen. That's the most recent artist that I was looking at literally just this morning, and I was like, it's got some interesting ideas. I'd like to do a painting that feels Munchian in some way. But, you know, of course, a lot of the Impressionists have inspired me. Van Gogh, of course, Impressionists, Picasso. All sorts of people. There's this artist, Jane Cooper, Jayne, I think, Jane Cooper. She's on Instagram. I think she's an emerging artist. I don't know if she's been around for a long time, but she does these really interesting characters that are very unique characters, and I really like her characters, and I've been wanting myself to be like, hey, I should come up with an interesting way of designing people. I'd like to come up with an interesting way of designing people, and that's how this definitely came about. You know, lots of different artists have inspired this piece. Let's grab some white here. So go across like so. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Grab some of the ochre and go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. German artists. Yeah, you know, I guess Omizu, there's probably a lot of, I mean, Edvard Munch was German, right? I think he painted, I don't know if he painted out of France, but, you know, Munch is a very German name. I don't know. I don't remember if he's German or not. But yeah, I guess you could say German, those German expressionists, right? Is that what you were going for? German expressionism. Where did I put her nose? Ah, and here we go. This feels like, you know what? I might have to toot my own horn a little bit, but this does feel like a gallery, a piece that you would find in a gallery, an art museum that was painted over 100 years ago. I still feel like, you know, there are some qualities that are possibly missing that I'll have to think on it and let this painting that I have right now sink in, and then do it again tomorrow. My goodness, Omizu, thanks for naming all these amazing artists that I can look up. After I'm gonna write these down in just a moment as I wrap up here. I'm done for the day. I feel like at least, if anything, this is either a complete painting or a painting that I will have to get back to and just, you know, decide. Like, there's still something that I feel like I should add certain details to, but maybe not. Maybe I don't need to. But anyway, thanks everybody for being here. Very exciting to be able to make work while people are able to chime in with ideas and thoughts and all these wonderful things that help to create a collaborative environment where all are welcome. Trolls, other artists, people just watching, trying to see painting. Which is all great. It's all great. Everything is awesome. As the great Lego character Emmett once said, everything is awesome. And here we go. Ooh. I don't think I'm going to sign it right now. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, thanks so much, Omizu. Let me actually, I'm gonna put my stuff down. And here we go. So, bam. Let's do this. Where's my pen? Let me get a pen so I can scroll through these artists. These artists that have been recommended by our good friend Omizu. So let's see. We got Emil Nold, Otto Dix, got Max Beckman, and who's the other one? German art movements. I'm gonna guess that you're going for abstract or abstract expressionist for German artists. Who else? Did you say anybody else? Big production. Oh yeah, and then I gotta check up on see what paintings you've had the opportunity to do. But yeah, okay, cool, very nice, thank you. There we go. Hey, Michael. So I am wrapping it for now, and everybody else, I am also wrapping. And with that, Omizu, Michael, whoever, thank you for being here, and we're gonna call this a day. Goodbye.